So we can have lots of different conversations in Microsoft Teams, and what I want to do is try and illustrate that having a conversation in Teams is much like having a conversation in the real world. At Datacom here, we've got an open plan office, and we're sitting in pods. So right here, I've got a pod here with a couple of team members. I've got Daniel from the adoption team, and also Hannah as well. And we work together, and we're in close proximity. But we can have chats and conversations just off to the side. So hey, Daniel, how's things going here?
Good.
Yep.
Good. Get a little presentation.
Yep. So I'm mentioning Daniel in a sense, and we're having that conversation because it's in this open channel. Then Hannah could also get involved as well. So it's much like that in the real world that we can have these conversations in the channel. But let's just open this up a little bit more and have a discussion with everyone else in the channel. You'll see here that we've got a number of people that are sitting in the same pod. And we've got Arun and Ashpreet over there. They're working together on something. So hey, we're going to be having lunch in a little while to say hello to Cornell, our new team member. You guys want to walk together? Yeah, excellent. Right. So this is what I would call a channel conversation. I'm talking out loud and I'm getting everyone involved in my pod, which is like the channel. And that way we can all be part of that conversation. Nothing too private about that. Sound good? Oh, you can like that comment. Awesome.
I like the lunch idea.
Yeah. Now back to Daniel and I, we might want to have a more private conversation off to the side. And this is a bit like our private chats where we talk one-on-one or one in a few. And we're going to take this away from the channel now, and we'll go off to what we might call a private chat or private room. Let's go over here, Daniel. Cool. You just take a seat.
So is this the private chat we're in now?
This is the private chat, exactly. So we've taken this conversation off to the side. It's no longer available for the rest of the channel and the rest of the team to be involved in, but it's just Daniel and I talking. Yeah, so we could chat, we could talk, go through some details, share some documents. But you see, in the real world, it's quite easy to understand. Then that translates through nicely to a Teams conversation where we're having that private chat. And what we might talk about could eventually become something that the rest of the team gets involved in, right?
Yeah. Could invite someone else over.
We could.
Three-person.
Exactly. And if we'd thought ahead, we could have done that. But we'll cover that another time. There's one other scenario. Thanks, Daniel. We can go back to your seat if you want. We've had our private chat. One other scenario that I want to cover off is where a chat might need to begin in a Teams meeting. So here we have Megan and Cornell. And Cornell's one of our new team members that we mentioned earlier. Hello there. So we're going to be taking her to lunch. Megan and Cornell, could we just have that quick meeting just off to the side? It's just over in Puanga.
Sure.
All right, just follow me over. Right, so we're having a side meeting now. It's not available to anyone. These are the people that have been invited to the meeting, so we're going to go into the meeting room and use that. And much like with Microsoft Teams, if we have created a meeting and we have invited specific people along, then here we are. We're meeting and having a discussion. Welcome, Cornell. Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much.
Nice new device there too. You enjoying that?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's how we would do it. We'd have our team's conversation. It might start as a team meeting, as a meeting in a private room or a private standalone meeting, as I call them. Sometimes our content that we do meet and talk ends up needing to be part of a team discussion, doesn't it?
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, so this discussion might actually end up being extended and put into a team channel or available to the team. The outcomes of this meeting might end up being discussed out there. So we are talking with our leadership here. They might come up with some really interesting things in terms of strategy, make some decisions, and want to put that to the team for discussion as well. Thanks for helping illustrate that. We'll just go back out and say hello to the rest of the team.
Oh, thanks, Daryl.
All right.
Over.
So there we have it. Hey team, Joe, John. All right. So we might have just come out of a meeting and there's been some strategy that's been discussed in that side meeting, and now we need to talk to the whole team. So this is an at-mention to the whole team. Involves multiple pods that are all part of the modern workplace team, but that's an at-mention to the whole team to get them all involved. So we're going to go to lunch soon for Canal? Awesome. All right. So that's a little about how Teams conversations can be much like a real-world conversation in an open plan floor. Let's get on with the rest of the presentation.